guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're gonna talk about a few things that happened on ARC Raiders. The price drop, the upcoming open test, the Embark post everybody has been talking about, the censorship, how wipes are gonna work, and also what really makes ARC Raiders stand out. So if you're hyped for ARC Raiders, hit that subscribe button and let's dive right in. Quick update on pricing, because a lot happened here. Originally, ARC Raiders was going to be a free-to-play, but at some point, the devs decided to shift it to a premium release instead. The standard edition is priced at $39.99 USD, and then there's the deluxe edition, which is $60 and includes some nice extras. They said that the change from free-to-play to paid was mainly to focus on making the game fun first, without having to design everything around microtransactions, and honestly, that makes sense. And now here's the coolest part. They've just adjusted regional prices ahead of launch. After hearing a lot of feedback from players about how the conversion rates made the game way too expensive in certain countries, Embark decided to lower their prices in those regions. And they're even giving automatic refunds to anyone who pre-ordered early at the old price. And this isn't some limited time sale. It's a permanent regional price update. Just to give you a few examples. In the US, the standard will still be $40. That's the baseline. In India, the new price is around 28 USD, a big drop compared to the previous conversion. And Embark listed a bunch of other countries: Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Peru, Malaysia, Thailand, Taiwan, the Philippines, and a few more, where the prices were reduced. So a recap. The game started as free-to-play, switched to $40, and actually they gone back and fixed regional pricing to make it fair. I really feel like the change in price shows how the devs really care about your feedback, and also if the game is accessible or not. Now, let's focus on the deluxe edition, because a lot of people have been asking if it's actually worth it. Being honest, at first I was planning to get the standard edition, but after I saw what comes with the deluxe, I decided to go with it. Obviously, you'll be getting the full base game, but on the deluxe edition, you'll also get a bunch of extra cosmetic content that makes your raider look unique from day one. Some of the things included are 2 legendary outfits, the G-Suit and the Valen, 3 backpacks, Salvager, Pathfinder, and Hatchling, 2 backpacks attachments, the censorship souvenir and the blanket roll, a lip Scarface cosmetic, the cowboy Scrappy skin, an emote called Rapid Fire, and finally 2,400 Raider tokens. That's the premium in-game currency you can use to buy future cosmetics when the shop opens. All of those deluxe items unlock at launch, so you're starting with a really complete look. Something that I really appreciate is that the deluxe edition doesn't come with any pay-to-win items. Plus, when you compare it to the standard edition, the extra price isn't huge, and you're basically getting everything you need to make your raider feel unique from the start. You also got the Severance Lamb dates, from the weekend of October 17th to 19th. So even if you're still on the fence after the price update, you will get a chance to try ARC Raiders completely free that weekend on Steam, Epic Games, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S. No code, no whitelist, no invite. Just download and jump in. The Severance Lamb is gonna be a big open play test, letting everyone explore the damn Battlegrounds map, test out the combat and extraction systems, and experience how PvE and PvP blend together in live conditions. Progress from the event won't carry over to the launch, but everyone who takes part and later buys the game will receive a backpack cosmetic as a thank you for helping test the servers. You just need to make sure your Embark ID email is verified, so the reward can be linked to your account. They'll be rolling access gradually during the first few hours to keep servers stable, and you need to be 16 or older to participate. According to one of the devs, Alexander Grondel, the Severance Lamb isn't about only finding bugs, it's about the balancing and performance. They want to simulate real players' behavior, so that on October 30th, when ARC Raiders launches, everything feels polished and stable from day one. So if you've been curious about how ARC Raiders actually plays, this is your shot. 3 days, no cost, all platforms. Just a chance to experiment and see what Embark's been building. Embark Studios posted a message wishing the DICE a fantastic launch with Battlefield 6. At first glance, it just sounds like a friendly good luck from one studio to another. But here's where things get interesting. Many of the people working at Embark used to work at DICE, the studio behind Battlefield. In fact, Patrick, the founder of Embark, was once the head of DICE and even a senior executive at EA before leaving to start his own studio. Patrick wrote in the post, "Many of us at Embark have deep roots in the Battlefield franchise, and we're excited to see it take its next steps. Here's to the craft, the community, and the great ride ahead." But some people think the post isn't so friendly. Recently, ARC Raiders got caught up in a censorship controversy involving EA and also DICE. During one of the Call of Duty betas, players discovered that if you typed ARC Raiders in the in-game chat, it would turn the game name into asterisks. The funny part, typing ARC or Raiders separately worked just fine. Only when you combine the two, it would censor it. This led to a lot of speculation. Some people thought that major publishers like Activision might be intentionally blocking mentions of competing games. But Activision responded, saying the censorship was unintentional, just a filter error. Apparently, ARC was flagged as a possible alternate spelling of an inappropriate word, and combining it with Raiders triggered the moderation system. But Embark Studios didn't waste the opportunity. They posted a promo saying, "We're still on track to release Arc Raiders on October 30th, but Arc Raiders was censored with asterisks, mimicking the censorship style as a joke." And this isn't even the first time it happened. Back in August 2025, the name Arc Raiders was censored in EA App Chat, though that issue was quickly fixed. Still, people noticed that the Finals, another game by Embark, wasn't censored in the same filters, which made the situation even more curious. So now let's get to the topic that was making some players concerned, the wipes. The devs confirmed that there will be no mandatory wipes. That means that no one will lose progress against their will. But still, there will be a voluntary reset system, something they call the Expedition Project. The idea of the Expedition Project is that the players can choose to start fresh whenever they want, but with unique rewards for doing so. When your character reaches level 20, you will unlock the Expedition Project. This reset runs on an 8-week cycle, where players work with multi-stages. If you finish it, you'll be able to reset your character, but you will keep your cosmetics, achievements, rankings, and any items tied to real money purchases. But reset will result on you losing your levels, skills, items, and crafting progress. But here's a nice bonus. After completing an expedition, you can skip most of the onboarding and early game tutorials and jump straight into the main content. Also, another thing that Embark confirmed is that there will be a special rewards for completing expeditions, permanent account unlocks, unique cosmetic rewards, and also temporary account buffs. They will last until the next expedition cycle, and the more you complete, the stronger those buffs get. But don't worry, the buffs won't give any combat advantage. They're actually meant for bragging rights and quality of life improvements. Now, some people that are new to video games might be questioning yourselves, why wipes and resets are important, and I have a pretty good answer. Virgil explained that the goal is to respect both types of players, those who grind daily and love fresh starts, and those with less time who prefer to keep their progress. This way, nobody is forced to lose everything, but everyone has the option to start new adventures with meaningful rewards. In my opinion, that's an actually good idea. I'm not at my opinion. Who cares about my opinion, right? This is an informational video. For those watching the video that don't really know much about Arc Raiders is a third-person extraction shooter with a PvPvA setup. You mostly fight against AI robots, and you can compete or run into other players. In each raid session, which is about 30 minutes, you'll kill or avoid robots, collect items, and try to extract a life, going back to Esperanza. And if you're killed before extraction, you lose everything that you're carrying. When you go back to Esperanza, which is your underground hub, you can sell items, craft gear, and upgrade your character, investing in skills and perks, all to be prepared for the next run. The game supports solo play or groups of 3. The maps will include environmental traversal and mixed terrain to make exploration and movement matter. So it's not just running and shooting. There's strategy, risk management, knowing when to push, when to extract, and also adapting on the fly. So guys, this is all the information we have while I'm recording this video. So if you guys have any thoughts, comments, or opinions, comment down below and I'll make sure to read them. So don't forget to subscribe and see you in Esperanza!